Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Another episode of Hawk Talk coming to you. Lincoln Revill alongside Austin DeCouta and Austin. The Harbor Hawks actually just took a tough 4-3 loss over the Falmouth Commodores, and we actually saw a debut coming up from one of our starting pitchers, Adrian Siravo. And what did we see from Adrian tonight, Austin?
Yeah, it was a solid season debut from Adrian. 3 innings of work tonight. Just 1 run came across against him. He worked on that splitter in the offseason that he talked about and the slider, and they were working pretty well for him tonight. A fastball, splitter, slider, changeup mix. And Ceravo was a guy with a lot of talent. Was originally going to UConn, but ended up foregoing that to attempt to go into the draft, but things didn't work out due to the pandemic. Ended up going to a junior college. Now he's here, and we're fortunate to have him, as this was the first of many great starts to come for Adrian Ceravo.
Our Sideline Reporter Taylor Farmer actually caught up with Adrian after tonight's game to talk about his outing. Taylor
Farmer here with Adrian Ceravo, warming up before the game, knowing you'll get the start. How do you prepare?
I prepare in the same routine every day. What I do is I long toss for a little bit, get to the foul pole, try to stay down on the ball, and so keep it low and stuff like that, so it works out.
Now, in the off-season before college, you worked on your slider and developing the splitter.
Yep.
Is that something that you feel like you've improved on now?
For sure. The slider and the split finger was a lot of work over the fall. In order to be a good starting pitcher, you have to have at least 3 pitches, and I feel that during the fall I succeeded when it came to developing more pitches.
And how do you feel after tonight? What can we expect from you going forward?
Obviously tonight I felt great, gave up a couple hits, had 3 Ks, and as every pitcher wants, you always want to go up and beyond the next start, but from here on out I'm going to work every day, throw my bullpens, and get better.
Thank you.
Of course.
Here at McKeon Park alongside Adrian Ceravo, I'm Taylor Farmer, Harbor Hawks Baseball Network.
Thank you so much, Taylor. And along with Adrian's outing, we actually had another standout outing from one of our other players. Zane Harris also had a standout appearance here tonight, hitting a home run, his first home run of the season. Austin, what did we see from him tonight? How did he do?
Yeah, he had a pair of hits, the home run like you mentioned, and a double, the homer to right field, a good 350 feet on it. A lot of distance, a lot of power from Zane Harris. He was a phenomenal hitter in college this season, one of the best in the nation, ranked top 100 in the nation in hitting, and he's a guy who's had that success translate here to the Cape League with the home run. Got to start a designated hitter tonight, also solid defender at first, and he helped Hyannis get back into this ball game. It was a back and forth action all night long. They had the 2-1 lead. It was good to see the Harbor Hawks not quitting at the end and really get back into it, and Zane Harris was one of the main pieces that they were fighting in this game.
Yeah, definitely. We're going to toss it back over to Taylor, who actually caught up with Zane earlier tonight. Taylor
Farmer here with Zane Harris. Now tonight you had a double and a home run, not playing first. Do you feel like you were more focused on your at-bat?
No, not really. I think when I'm in the field and when I'm in the plate, I'm still focused about the same. They're kind of the same thing. You just don't stay as loose. So I was just trying to stay loose.
And what did you see on that pitch that you drove over the fence?
It was an inside fastball. It's nice to finally get one of those and get a home run this summer. So I was seeing the ball well, and like I said, it's nice to get rolling.
And what does it take to get this team swinging consistently?
I think being on time for the fastball. I think some guys are late, me included sometimes, and just being on time with that fastball and being able to adjust off speed is probably going to be the biggest for us, and just hitting early in the counts. So I think that's the biggest thing for us.
Thank you. Austin and Lincoln, back to you.
Thank you so much, Taylor. Again, great work tonight. And once again, the Harbor Hawks fell short of a game tonight against the Falmouth Commodores, losing 4-3. Tomorrow night, we're actually going to head over to Chatham for our first game of the season with the Anglers. And Austin, what exactly do we need to do against the Anglers tomorrow night to make sure that we don't have the same outcome tonight?
Yeah, the Harbor Hawks have struggled to put runs across the plate. It's pretty simple. They didn't score an opening night against Bourne. We had the 7-run breakout against DeCouta, but then in the game since, only 2 runs against Harwich, and then only 3 runs coming across tonight on the 6 hits. So they got to start to string together some hits. I know a lot of guys' bats are getting going. We saw Zane Harris tonight, as we mentioned. We saw Ryan Romano the other night. So I think they're going to start to piece together some hits, and it should be an exciting ball game coming up against the Anglers.
All right, and like we said, tomorrow night, 7 o'clock in Chatham, the Harbor Hawks taking on the Chatham Anglers. And for our producer, Matt, for our Sideline Reporter Taylor Farmer, I'm Lincoln Revill. He's Austin DeCouta. See y'all tomorrow night.